Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that millions of people around the world are saving hours every single day, learning faster, creating better content, and solving difficult problems in seconds. The surprising part is that they are not working harder than you. They're simply using better tools. What if I told you that 5 websites could completely change the way you study, work, create, and use technology every day? Meet Ethan. Ethan loves technology. He is curious, ambitious, and always looking for ways to improve himself. He has big goals for his future. He wants to learn new skills, become more productive, and create amazing projects. But there is one problem. Every day feels overwhelming. He spends hours searching for answers online. Sometimes he opens 20 browser tabs and still cannot find the information he needs. He struggles to organize his ideas. Writing assignments take longer than they should. Learning something new feels confusing and frustrating. Then one day, he discovered something that changed everything. Artificial intelligence websites. At first, Ethan thought AI tools were only useful for programmers, engineers, and technology experts. But after testing different websites, he discovered that some AI tools are so powerful and easy to use that anyone can benefit from them every single day. Today, we are going to discover 5 AI websites that can completely change the way you use technology. These websites can help you study faster, create better work, save time, and become more productive than ever before. Let's begin. The first website completely changed the way Ethan learns. Imagine sitting down to study something difficult. Maybe it is mathematics, programming, history, business, or science. You read the explanation once, then twice, then 3 times. But somehow, it still doesn't make sense. Sound familiar? That used to happen to Ethan almost every day. He spent hours watching tutorials and reading articles online. Some explanations were too complicated. Others were too short. Sometimes he found conflicting answers that only made him more confused. Then he discovered ChatGPT. At first, he asked simple questions. Can you explain this topic to me? Can you summarize this chapter? Can you give me an example? The answer surprised him. Instead of reading information written for everyone, Ethan received explanations written specifically for him. If he didn't understand something, he could simply ask again. He could ask ChatGPT to explain complicated ideas like he was 10 years old. He could ask for real-life examples. He could create study plans and practice questions in seconds. Soon, learning became easier and far more enjoyable. But Ethan discovered something even more powerful. ChatGPT wasn't just useful for studying. It helped him brainstorm ideas, improve his writing, organize his thoughts, create schedules, and even solve everyday problems. Instead of wasting time searching endlessly online, he now had an intelligent assistant available anytime. The future of learning is becoming more personal than ever before, and ChatGPT is one of the most powerful tools available today. But learning is only one part of life. Soon, Ethan discovered another website that completely changed the way he uses technology. The second website introduced him to the power of Google's artificial intelligence. Meet Google Gemini. Imagine having an AI assistant connected to one of the world's largest technology ecosystems. That is exactly what Gemini offers. Ethan was already using Google products every day. He used Google Search, Gmail, and cloud services. What he didn't realize was that Gemini could become an incredible productivity assistant. One day, Ethan needed to compare several ideas for a project. Instead of opening multiple websites and searching manually, Gemini helped him organize information quickly and efficiently. He could ask questions, summarize content, explore ideas, and understand difficult concepts faster than ever before. Gemini became especially useful whenever Ethan needed a second perspective. Sometimes, one explanation is not enough. One AI tool may explain a concept differently from another, allowing you to learn more effectively. This is something many people don't realize. You don't need to use only one AI tool. The smartest users combine multiple tools together. Ethan started using ChatGPT and Gemini for different situations. Together, they made his workflow significantly more productive. Technology is evolving quickly, and knowing which tools to use is becoming an important skill for the future. But there was still one problem. Whenever Ethan searched online, he often struggled to determine which information was actually trustworthy. That is when he discovered the third AI website, Perplexity AI. Imagine combining the simplicity of AI conversations with the power of modern search engines. Perplexity changed the way Ethan researches information. Instead of opening multiple search results and spending 30 minutes reading articles, he could simply ask one question and receive organized answers with sources. This was a game changer. Let's say Ethan wanted to learn about future smartphones, artificial intelligence trends, or productivity techniques. Perplexity quickly summarized information and provided useful references that helped him continue his research. One of the biggest advantages of modern AI tools is their ability to save time. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have. Imagine saving 10 minutes every day. But technology isn't only about productivity. And that leads us to the fourth website. Meet Canva AI. Ethan loved creating projects, but design always felt intimidating. Professional software looked complicated. Tutorials were long and confusing. Simple tasks often took hours to complete. Then he discovered Canva's AI tools. Suddenly, things became much easier. Need a presentation? AI can help. Need a social media design? AI can help. Need images, layouts, or creative ideas? AI can help. The most impressive thing wasn't the technology itself. It was how accessible creativity had become. Technology is allowing more people to bring their ideas to life than ever before. Ethan began creating better presentations, more attractive projects, and professional-looking visuals without spending months learning complicated software. The future belongs to people with ideas. AI simply helps those ideas become reality faster. At this point, Ethan felt more productive, more creative, and more organized than ever before. But there was still one challenge. He often struggled with large amounts of information. That is when he discovered the fifth and perhaps most underrated AI website on today's list. NotebookLM. Imagine having a personal research assistant that understands your documents and helps you learn more efficiently. NotebookLM allows users to upload information and interact with it intelligently. Instead of reading dozens of pages repeatedly, Ethan could summarize information quickly, explore key ideas, and ask intelligent questions about the material. Learning became more interactive and enjoyable. NotebookLM helped Ethan understand something important. The future of education isn't simply about accessing information. The real advantage is knowing how to organize it effectively. At this point, Ethan realized something that completely changed his perspective on technology. The people who benefit most from AI are not necessarily programmers or engineers. They are ordinary people who know how to use extraordinary tools. Think about your smartphone for a moment. Some people use their phones only for scrolling through social media. Others use them to learn new skills, build businesses, create content, and improve their future. Artificial intelligence works exactly the same way. Success in the future will not belong exclusively to people who work the longest hours. It will belong to people who learn faster, adapt faster, and use technology more intelligently. Artificial intelligence is changing education. It is changing productivity. It is changing creativity. And it is changing the way we interact with technology every single day. The most exciting part? We are still at the beginning. The tools available today will continue to improve dramatically over the coming years. The question is no longer whether AI will become important. The question is whether you are willing to learn how to use it. Remember this: artificial intelligence is not here to replace human creativity. It is here to amplify it. The people who combine creativity, curiosity, and intelligent tools will have incredible opportunities in the future. So, which of these 5 AI websites will you try first? No matter which one you choose, the most important thing is to start. Technology rewards those who adapt. The future is being built right now, and you have the opportunity to become part of it. If you enjoyed this video, follow ByteFlow for more discoveries about artificial intelligence, smartphones, useful applications, and the future of technology. This is only the beginning.